Hi everybody, happy June. I'm so happy to be back here with my second video message. We got a lot of really fun, positive feedback from the first one, so thrilled to be back here today. As we progress into June, just a reminder that we're really hoping to see you in the office a little more frequently. That could be 2 to 3 days a week for many of you. We have great technology available to us now where we can collaborate on Teams, get together virtually in a lot of different ways. But we all know, and we saw in our town hall recently with Mona, that nothing beats face-to-face when we can. So I encourage you, when you come to the office, make your time intentional. Go for a coffee, take a walk with one of your colleagues, have team meetings, do your one-on-ones. Take the time to collaborate with your teammates face-to-face and enjoy the flexibility of working from home sometimes too. And it's so hard to believe we're already halfway through our fiscal year. Time seems to have flown, especially given all of the exciting work we're involved in. As you heard in our Q2 results, we have some room for opportunity, and we have a number of strategic priorities for the back half of the year. As we heard from Daryl, Bank of the West and landing our integration is the most important thing we have to worry about. The second is really paying attention to our expense management. As we grow at a slower pace, so should our expenses. And then finally, we really need to do everything we can to focus on the one client relationships that we have. We've already seen some very incredible success stories from our integration with Bank of the West, where the teams are coming together faster than we ever could have even anticipated. It provides a great baseline and role modeling for how we can operate across the entire organization. So if you're in a role where you can influence that, please go ahead and do so, and constantly look for opportunities to refer new clients to BMO when you can. I want to take a moment to recognize the great work of our T&O Learning team. As you all know, they're part of the TR&A family. Recently, they launched a new T&O Learning Hub, which you can access from T&O Central on BMO Central. It's a place where you can access all sorts of amazing learning tools, very specifically related to digital skills, technology, and interesting topics like Agile and the software development lifecycle. This has been a long time in the making, and it's going to add a tremendous amount of value for our colleagues who are looking to increase and reskill themselves in technology and digital topics. Congratulations to Angela and to the entire team. And of course, one of the most exciting things happened over the last few days. We appointed a new CEO in the US, Daryl Hackett. As many of you know, I had the opportunity to work side by side with Daryl every day for 3 years when I was the Chief Operating Officer of our US Wealth business. I can say we're in for such a treat to see Daryl in his new role. He is a compassionate leader, he leads with empathy, he really takes the time to get to know you and our businesses, and I also know he has a tremendous amount of respect for our people and culture team. So if you have a chance, drop Daryl a note, congratulate him, welcome him into his new role, or if you see him in the hallway, take your time to introduce yourselves. A couple of important things that I want to keep on your radar. As a team, we've committed to try to complete our ELCT learning as early as possible, by end of August to be specific. I know that we all have holidays coming up around us, so I don't think we can remind ourselves enough. Reserve some time in your calendar to get this work done. It's very important. Secondly, and I mentioned it in the last month's video review as well, is make sure you set aside time to have a mid-year conversation with your manager. It's an opportunity to take a step back, to evaluate how the first half of the year ended, and more importantly, to look forward to the future. What can we focus on and do differently or continue to do in the second half of the year? It's really all about you and your development. And June is a busy month for other reasons too. The first of all, we celebrate Juneteenth in June. It is on June 19th and represents when the last slave was freed from Galveston, Texas in 1865. It is an important day to reflect, a day of service, take opportunity to learn about other cultures, and I really encourage you to do that on that day. Secondly, it's Pride Month. We just kicked off Pride with a lot of really great events, and there will be more coming up in the rest of the month. Please take the opportunity to look at the ERG page, see what's coming, and if you have an opportunity, stop by one of the events or join one of the virtual events. Yesterday, I had an opportunity to participate in one in Chicago where there were several fabulous drag queens. The entertainment was great, but we also took time to reflect on the 2S LGBTQ plus community, and the fact that in many parts of the world, people are still living in fear of not being able to live their true selves and their lives as they would like to. And so it is an important month of celebration, but also of reflection. In June, we also celebrate National Indigenous Peoples Day. It's specifically on June 21st, and it's an opportunity to celebrate the traditions and backgrounds of our Indigenous citizens and colleagues in Canada. Please take a moment on that day to spend some time learning more and understanding about Canada's Indigenous history and culture. And finally, I'd like to wish all of our Muslim colleagues a happy Eid al-Adha. And in closing, I don't know about you, but I am loving the fact that summer has finally arrived in Chicago, in Toronto. And for those of you on the West Coast, hopefully the June gloom isn't too bad this year. Take time to take your vacation this summer, please, and make sure you document it. We all know we're trying to get more disciplined in doing that and actually taking time to rest, relax, recharge, and connect with our family, friends, and even some of our colleagues outside of the office. You know that BMO has a lot of really great discounts available for employees. If you have an opportunity, check out the site. You never know what you might find there. Discounted tickets to sporting events, museums, and other really great activities you and your family can enjoy all over the summer months. Also, I just want to remind everybody, in the summer we will be having a joint town hall meeting for the first time. Both the US teams and the TR&A teams will come together for that. And we'll have some summer social time together as well. So enjoy the month of June. We'll see you back here in July.